Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In this session we will discuss analysis of AP ICET 2024 which was conducted on 6th May. In this session we will be discussing analysis of both the slots, morning shift and afternoon shift, shift 1 and shift 2. First we will discuss actual pattern of ICET exam. You will be given total 200 questions. In this 200 questions you will be given in 3 sections and any choices untai 4 choices untai, duration 150 minutes, 2.5 hours time, and for every correct answer 1 mark, so total marks are 200 and there is no negative marking. And section 1 which consists of total 75 marks. In this section 1 you will be having a 2 subsections, section A and section B. Section A is data sufficiency. From this area you have given 20 marks, and the second section is problem solving, reasoning, pure reasoning questions and data interpretation and analysis, all together given 55 questions. So data sufficiency, comparing to the previous years, very straightforward questions and very easy questions comparing to the previous years. It is unexpected move from AP ICET. 20 questions are given, all 20 questions are easy, and surprisingly more questions comparing to the previous years they given from reasoning section also. Earlier they used to give only 1-2 marks. This time in one slot they given 4 questions, in one slot they given 7 questions from different areas. That we will discuss later when we are discussing the breakup. And even problem solving also, when comparing to the previous years, very easy. In within stipulated time of 45 minutes or 50 minutes, you will be able to score more than 70 questions very easily without any hurdles. Okay, let us see the topic wise breakup of data sufficiency. Here most of the questions has appeared from simple equations, and the next weightage reasoning section, 4 questions and 7 questions in both the slots, and in this shift 1 from simple equations 6 questions are given, in shift 2 5 questions are given. Surprisingly these times there are no questions from pure marks like indices, sets, matrices, limits. From these topics no questions as coordinate geometry. From these topics questions are not given. Questions are given from simple equations, ratio, percentages, profit and loss, simple interest and compound interest, time and distance, plane geometry, averages and mixtures algorithm. In one slot they given 16 questions, in one more slot they given 13 questions, and remaining questions are from the area of reasoning. Reasoning lo kuda meeku em icharu, coding decoding questions, blood relations questions, seating arrangement questions and ranking questions ఇచ్చారు. 4 questions and 7 questions మొత్తం అవే ఇచ్చారు, అండ్ very easy questions, straightforward questions. Okay, in stipulated time 20 out of 20 questions can be answered, all are straightforward questions. And let's move to the topic with key takeaways in data sufficiency section. Level of difficulty is very easy questions. No questions on the topic of pure maths like matrices, sets, indices. Maximum number of questions are from simple equations which we already discussed, and the next from geometry and mensuration topics, time and distance topics and reasoning section. Now let us move to the problem solving section. There we have given 55 questions, and in that 55 questions 10 questions in each slot, slot 1 and slot 2 are from data interpretation and analysis area. So in slot 1 2 DA sets were given, one is from pie chart and another is from tabular graph, and in shift 2 one set on tabular graph and second one is on Venn diagrams. Here again Venn diagrams are given, a very easy set given. With though they given with the 3 variables, very easy set is given. Even tabular graph and DI sets pie chart and tabular also very easy questions. Questions range from easy to moderate. Comparing to the previous years, very easy. And when it comes to that particular slot, easy to moderate level of difficulty. Now, let's move to the pure reasoning questions. In both the slots, you have given 45 questions, and the topic consists of series, analogies, odd man out, coding, decoding, Venn diagrams, directions, blood relation. Venn diagrams are part of data analysis. Okay, leave it. Coding, decoding, directions, blood relations, clocks, calendar, seating arrangements, and symbols notations questions. And to be surprisingly, every year they used to give 5 questions from odd man out, but this year they gave 10 questions. Every year they used to give 10 questions from the analogies. This year it is restricted to 3 questions, and series 12 questions are given. But overall there is no change in the breakup. There is a change in the breakup of topic wise. But overall every year from the series, analogies and odd man out, they used to give 25 questions. This year also they gave 25 questions from the area of series, analogies and odd man out, but there is a change in the breakup of topic wise. Here every year from odd man out they used to give 5 questions, this time they gave 10 questions. And most of the questions are from verbal analogy, verbal odd man out questions, general knowledge questions. And even in number series also, every year they used to give 10 questions, but this year they gave 12 questions. But all are very easy questions, very straightforward questions, and very basic questions. And from the analogies, they reduce the number of questions. They used to give generally 10 questions, but it is restricted to 3 questions. From number analogy, letter analogy, as well as the combination of number analogy and letter analogy questions are given. Okay, so overall 25 questions are given. And from the area of coding and decoding, last year also they gave 6 questions, and this year also they gave exactly 6 questions, but comparing to the last year, level of difficulty is low. Comparing to the last year, level of difficulty is low. And more number of questions they given from clocks and calendars. Every year they used to give questions from clocks and calendars, but they used to give 1 or 2 questions only. But this year they gave from clocks 3, calendars 4. In each slot, clocks 3 or 4 and calendars 3 or 4 questions are given. Much weightage is given. And blood relations questions are given, very easy questions. Generally they used to give more questions from the arrival, departures and seating arrangements every year, 3 to 4 questions. This year they reduced and they are giving 1 or 2 questions in each slot. And number of questions from the clocks and calendars area increased. And miscellaneous questions, permutations, combinations, time and distance, simple time and distance questions they gave here, and in one slot they given 2 questions, in the another slot they given 1 question. Overall, out of these 45 questions, 35 are easy, 10 are moderate, but we can solve those questions. Though it is moderate questions, doable questions. And in another slot, 39 questions are easy, 5 are moderate, 1 difficult question is given. Only 1 difficult question is given. I mean, to crack that logic it will take some time. That too, that 1 difficult question is given in coding and decoding area. Okay, let's see the key areas of reasoning section. Level of difficulty easy comparing to the previous years, and change in topic wise breakup compared to the last year. As I discussed earlier, from series comparing to the last year, number of questions increased, analogies number of questions decreased, odd man out number of questions increased, and clocks and calendars, increase in number of questions from topics, clocks and calendars. And coding decoding breakup was same comparing to the last year, but the level of difficulty is easy. Okay, so from here onwards, my colleague Mr. Manoj will take up and he will discuss English topic wise breakup and English analysis. Okay, thank you.
Hello students, now let us discuss the analysis of communication ability section of AP ICET 24, shift 1 and shift 2. ICET communication ability topic wise, area wise breakup idi. Vocabulary 15 questions, grammar 20 questions, business and computer terminology 20 questions, and reading comprehension 20 questions. This is what is given in the syllabus in the notification. Kani eesari meeru ICET actual number of questions what they have given adi meeru okasari chuste vocabulary lo 15 questions ivaledu. Number of questions from vocabulary were about 17 or 18 questions they have given. Vocabulary number of questions 17 questions or 18 questions. Grammar lo kuda 17 questions or 18 questions. So number of questions were 17 and number of questions were 18. So now let us understand the topic wise breakup of all these. Vocabulary synonyms, direct synonyms 14 in slot 1, direct synonyms 6 in slot 2. Antonyms shift 1 lo ivaledu, shift 2 lo 1 question. Vocabulary based fill in the blanks. Given words, you have to fill in the blank with the given words. The number of questions were 4 in shift 1 and 10 in shift 2. Now if you add the total number of questions which are asked in shift 1, 14 plus 4, 18 questions from vocabulary. Shift 2 lo 10, 6 and 1, 17 questions. So as far as vocabulary is concerned, 17 questions, 18 questions in shift 1 and 17 questions in shift 2. Now let us look at grammar. First we will see topic wise breakup. First manamu ikkada topic wise breakup chudamu. Idi okasari discuss chesina tarvata ఎట్లాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇచ్చారు, డిఫికల్టీ లెవెల్ ఏంటి, మనం ఆన్సర్ చేయగలమా చేయలేమా అనేది అది కూడా ఒకసారి డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం. ఫంక్షనల్ గ్రామర్లో ఫస్ట్ ఇది చూడండి, ఫిల్ ఇన్ ద బ్లాంక్స్ విత్ ఫ్రేజల్ వర్బ్స్, prepositions, conjunctions, tenses, articles. Very, very simple fill in the blanks, very easy, and students those who have answered AP ICET paper, they will be very happy that this time the English section was very, very easy. Generally ICET లో English section కొంచెం difficulty level ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది, బట్ మీరు ICET లాస్ట్ 5-6 years పేపర్స్ చూస్తే, TS ICET కానివ్వండి, AP ICET కానివ్వండి, పేపర్స్ చూస్తే ఇంగ్లీష్ లెవెల్ కొంచెం టఫ్ ఉంటుంది. స్టూడెంట్స్ జనరలీ ఫైండ్ ద ఇంగ్లీష్ సెక్షన్స్ టు బి టఫ్, కానీ ఈసారి ఐసెట్ పేపర్లో అట్లా జరగలేదు. ది ఇంగ్లీష్ సెక్షన్ వాజ్ వెరీ, వెరీ ఈజీ. When compared to quant, English was easy. When compared to reasoning, English was easy. When compared to last 4 to 5 years of ICET exam, English was easy. So overall ga meer chuste English should be your maximum scoring section. ఎందుకంటే నేను నెక్స్ట్ ఇది డిస్కస్ చేసిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్లో మీకు కొన్ని శాంపుల్ క్వశ్చన్స్ చూపెడతాను. ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్ని చూసి మీరే చెప్పండి హౌ డిఫికల్ట్ దే ఆర్, హౌ ఈజీ దే ఆర్. ఓకే, సో లెట్స్ కమ్ టు ఫంక్షనల్ గ్రామర్. ఫంక్షనల్ గ్రామర్ ఫిల్ ఇన్ ద బ్లాంక్స్ చూడండి. స్లాట్ 1లో 13 క్వశ్చన్స్, స్లాట్ 2లో కూడా 13 క్వశ్చన్స్. అదర్ ఏరియాస్ పార్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ స్పీచ్, డైరెక్ట్ ఇండైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్ 3 questions in shift 1, 1 questions in shift 2. యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్, ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్ 1 question in shift 1, shift 2లో ఒక క్వశ్చన్ కూడా ఇవ్వలేదు. ఫిల్ ఇన్ ద బ్లాంక్స్ క్వశ్చన్ ట్యాగ్ ఫస్ట్ షిఫ్ట్లో ఏమి ఇవ్వలేదు, సెకండ్ షిఫ్ట్లో 3 questions ఇచ్చాడు. సో ఫిల్ ఇన్ ద బ్లాంక్స్ క్వశ్చన్ ట్యాగ్ కూడా మనము గ్రామర్ ఫిల్ ఇన్ ద బ్లాంక్స్ కిందనే కేటగిరైజ్ చేయవచ్చు. అక్కడ ఒక సింగిల్ వర్డ్ ఉండదు, అక్కడ ఒక ఫ్రేజ్ ఉంటుంది. సో ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ వన్ సింగిల్ వర్డ్ లైక్ ఆర్టికల్ ఆర్ ప్రెపోజిషన్ ఆర్ కంజంక్షన్, ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ట్యాగ్స్లో ఒక బ్లాంక్లో 2-3 వర్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఆ ఫ్రేజ్తో మనం ఫిలప్ చేయాలి. సో వీ కెన్ జస్ట్ కాల్ దెమ్ యాజ్ క్వశ్చన్ ట్యాగ్స్. సో vocabulary 18, grammar 17, total 35. ఇక్కడ vocabulary 17, grammar 18, total 35. So vocabulary plus grammar put together, the number of questions is 35. ఇది చూడండి. Reading comprehension 20 questions in both the shift. This was slightly tougher. అది నేను మళ్ళీ మీకు నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్లో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. రీడింగ్ కాంప్రిహెన్షన్ 20 questions, shift 1 and shift 2, both the shift 20 questions. Business terminology, first shift లో 7 questions, second లో 10. Computer terminology, first shift లో 8 and second shift లో 5. సో ఈ బిజినెస్ ప్లస్ కంప్యూటర్ టర్మినాలజీ రెండు కంబైన్ చేస్తే ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆర్ 15 here, and here also the number of questions are 15. Okay, so before we go to the next slide, ఒకసారి కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఎబిలిటీ సెక్షన్ సమ్మరీ ఒకసారి చూద్దాము. vocabulary plus function grammar put together 35 in both the shift. ఇక్కడ vocabulary 18, ఇక్కడ vocabulary 17. Shift 1 లో grammar 17, shift 2 లో grammar 18. So 18, 17, 17, 18, total 35. Next reading comprehension వస్తే 20 question in each slot. Computer and business terminology చూస్తే 15 and 15. So ఈ communication ability section లో English, computer terminology, business terminology all put together, the number of questions were 70 questions. Okay. Now, I'll just share some questions with you which were asked in the vocabulary section and grammar section. Okkasari chudandi. I'll write down some words on the board. You only tell me whether these words are easy or difficult. First word, tranquil. First word, tranquil. 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 Tranquil means peace, calm, silent. It is a very, very easy word. Inko word chudandi. Residue. 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 Residue ante leftover. Residue ante leftover. Tranquil ante calm, peaceful, silent. One more word I'll give you. Lax. Laxity అంటాం మనము. Laxity అంటాం. Laxity అంటే careless. Lax అంటే careless. ఇప్పుడు మీరే చూడండి, look at the type of words that are there here that I have written on the screen. Tranquil, residue, laxity, తర్వాత one or two words, more words I'll give you. Luxuriant. Luxuriant. Luxurious అంటాం మేము. Excess, abundant. Luxuriant, excess, abundant. So all these words, they were so easy that out of more than 90% of the words given in vocabulary, you will be able to answer. There were about 3 to 4 questions in vocabulary which were tough. అది మనం skip చేయొచ్చు, guess చేయొచ్చు. But if you look at these words that I have written down, they are so easy that, it is really surprising that ICET లో ఇట్లాంటి easy words ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. Never before such easy words were given. Grammar కొన్ని examples చూడండి ఇప్పుడు. I'll just show you some examples on grammar. You will really wonder whether this is an ICET paper or something else. Grammar examples మీకు నేను just I'll write down on the board. He knows Hindi as well as Telugu. He knows Hindi as well as Telugu. ఇందులో fill in the blank ఏమి ఇచ్చాడంటే as well as ఇచ్చాడు. He knows Hindi as well as Telugu. Fill in the blank ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు? as well as. Okay. ఇంకోటి, I will see you dash Friday. ఏం రాస్తారు చెప్పండి ఈ స్లాట్లో? I will see you on Friday. Very, very easy single liners fill in the blanks in grammar. షిఫ్ట్ 1 షిఫ్ట్ 2 రెండు కంబైన్ చేస్తే మనకు రఫ్లీ 26 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. fill in the blanks with suitable words. 26 questions are there. All the 26 questions are like this, single liner, single word. ఇంకోటి చూడండి, the nurse is attending dash the patient. The nurse is attending dash the patient on the patient. The nurse is attending dash the patient. Fill in the blank lo on undi. So simple fill in the blanks with articles, prepositions, conjunctions, pronouns, simple words were given. I will share one more example with you. You will be surprised. I don't like being stared at. I don't like being stared at. Fill in the blank lo at. I don't like being stared at. That means you should not stare at me. I don't like it. So ఎప్పుడైనా మనకు స్టేర్ వర్డ్ వస్తే దాని తర్వాత యాట్ వస్తుంది. స్టేరింగ్ యాట్, స్టేర్డ్ యాట్. So it's such a simple fill in the blanks. So all the 26 questions, 25 questions which were there on fill in the blanks in grammar were single liners with simple one word, article, pronoun, preposition, conjunction, fill in the blank. Okay. Now let's look at reading comprehension. Let's look at reading comprehension now. Reading comprehension shift 1 lo 4 passages were there. Reading comprehension shift 1 lo 4 passages were there. One was on education. Second one on sociology. Third one philosophy. And the last one, fourth one, was on literature. Second slot koste shift 2. First passage again on education. Second passage science and technology. Third passage story. Fourth passage business. Indian economy, Indian business, fourth passage. So slot 1 లో all these 4 passages ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మీద, సోషలాజీ మీద ఒక పొలిటీషియన్స్ గురించి ఒక ప్యాసేజ్ ఇచ్చాడు. డైరెక్ట్ అటాక్ ఆన్ పొలిటీషియన్స్ అనమాట. వాట్ పొలిటీషియన్స్ డూ, ఇఫ్ వన్ పర్సన్ ఈజ్ లీవింగ్ పాలిటిక్స్ హీ విల్ ఎన్ష్యూర్ దాట్ హిజ్ ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్ కమ్స్ అండ్ టేక్స్ హిస్ ప్లేస్. అట్లాంటి డైరెక్ట్ పొలిటీషియన్ మీద ఇచ్చాడు. ఫిలాసఫీ అండ్ లిటరేచర్, ఆల్ దీస్ 4 passages in shift 1 were difficult when compared to passages in shift 2, education, science, technology, story and business. Difference ekkada undante, first shift lo 4 passages that he has asked, all the 4 passages were difficult to understand, but if you understand the passage, answering the questions were easy. Shift 1 lo questions were easy, but these passages were difficult to understand. Shift 2 koste all the passages were easy and questions were also easy to answer. Now since here it was difficult, here it was easy, మీకు ఫైనల్ రిజల్ట్ ఇచ్చేసరికి వాళ్ళు నార్మలైజేషన్ చేస్తారు. సో ఇఫ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ టఫ్ ఫర్ యూ ఆర్సీ, యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ టు బాదర్, నార్మలైజేషన్ విల్ బి డన్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ రీడింగ్ కాంప్రిహెన్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఐసెట్. ఓకే, షిఫ్ట్ 1 ప్యాసేజెస్ కష్టం, క్వశ్చన్ ఈజీ. ప్యాసేజ్ అర్థమైన తర్వాత క్వశ్చన్స్కి వెళ్తే క్వశ్చన్స్ వర్ వెరీ ఈజీ. అసలు ప్యాసేజ్ అర్థం చేసుకోవడం కొంచెం కష్టం ఇందులో. షిఫ్ట్ 2 చూస్తే ఆల్ ప్యాసేజెస్ వర్ ఈజీ, క్వశ్చన్స్ వర్ ఆల్సో వెరీ వెరీ ఈజీ. Now let us look at business and computer terminology. Business and computer terminology మీద కొన్ని టర్మ్స్ రాస్తాను. That was also very easy. Overall గా ICET paper was easy, that there is no doubt about it. But for you to understand why I am saying easy, I am giving the proof that it was a very easy paper. So let us see business terminology, computer terminology లో in both the slots what terms they have given, let us see. Business terminology lo net worth. What is the meaning of net worth? Assets plus liabilities, net worth. Second word he has given form 16. ఎప్పుడు వాడతారు? Who gives you form 16? అంటే మీరు ఒక కంపెనీ కోసం వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు, కంపెనీ మీకు శాలరీ ఇస్తుంది, సో ట్యాక్స్ రిటర్న్స్ ఫైల్ చేయడానికి ఇచ్చే ఫామ్ని ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఫామ్ 16. Who is the CEO of Niti Aayog? CEO of Niti Aayog. One more question I will give you. NASSCOM president. NASSCOM president. What is full form of NASSCOM? Chat lo type cheyandi, nenu cheppatledu. What is fair trade? What is fair trade? Cryptocurrency, demonetization. So all these terms are the terms which we come across in our day-to-day life. They are not at all difficult. ఒకవేళ మీకు ఒక టర్మ్కి ఆన్సర్ తెలియదు అనుకోండి, మీరు ఆప్షన్స్ చూసి ఆప్షన్స్ ద్వారా ఎలిమినేట్ చేసి కూడా ఇట్ వాజ్ వెరీ ఈజీ ఫర్ అస్ టు రైట్ ది ఆన్సర్స్. కంప్యూటర్ టర్మినాలజీకి వస్తే వెరీ వెరీ సింపుల్ టర్మ్స్. యూనిట్ ఆఫ్ స్టోరేజ్, స్మాలెస్ట్ యూనిట్ ఆఫ్ స్టోరేజ్ బైట్, స్మాలెస్ట్ యూనిట్ ఆఫ్ స్టోరేజ్ బైట్. ఇంటర్నెట్లో డేటా ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ అవుతుంది? క్లౌడ్. ఒక కంప్యూటర్కి ఇంజిన్ ఏంటి? ఒక కంప్యూటర్కి ఇంజిన్ ఏంటి? CPU. దెన్ SAP. ఏ కంట్రీలో SAP ఒరిజినేట్ అయింది? సో యూ సీ హౌ ఆర్ దీస్ క్వశ్చన్స్. బ్లూటూత్ ఏంటి? కర్సర్ ఏంటి? వాట్ ఈజ్ బ్లూటూత్? వాట్ ఈజ్ కర్సర్? సో ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ నో మచ్ అబౌట్ కంప్యూటర్స్, answering these questions is not at all difficult. Okay, so as we have seen today that overall English section including computer terminology, business terminology, vocab, grammar, RC was very very easy. Okay, now let us move on to section 3, that is math section. Math section, mathematical ability, arithmetical ability 35 questions, algebraical and geometrical ability 10 questions, statistical ability 10 questions. This is the pattern of the paper, notification lo ichina pattern. Arithmetical ability 35, algebraic and geometrical ability 10 and statistical ability 10. Now let us see from each of these areas how many questions were given. ఇదిగోండి, shift 1 లో you can see the breakup of this. The written analysis of ICET is available on our website. Description box lo kuda link ichchanu. This is the video analysis of ICET exam. Word document lo మొత్తం రిటర్న్ అనాలిసిస్ ఒక డాక్యుమెంట్లో రాసి మా వెబ్సైట్లో అప్లోడ్ చేసాము. అది లింక్ ఈ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ బాక్స్లో ఇట్ ఈస్ గివెన్. యూ కెన్ రీడ్ ద అనాలిసిస్ ఆల్సో ఆర్ యూ కెన్ లిసన్ టు దిస్ వీడియో ఆల్సో. సో జనరలీ దిస్ సెక్షన్ బై ద నేమ్ అర్థమెటికల్ ఎబిలిటీ, జనరలీ ఈ సెక్షన్లో మనకు వీ గెట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఓన్లీ ఫ్రమ్ అర్థమెటిక్ టాపిక్. Generally we get questions from arithmetic topics. Arithmetic topics ante equations, ratio, profit loss, percentage, simple interest, numbers, time and work, mensuration, etc. All this is called arithmetic topics. Kani this year in shift 1 what he has given is the number of questions he has given from algebraic and geometric ability. 16 questions ichchadu. Idi chudandi, number of questions given in 16 questions in arithmetical ability. Algebraic and geometrical ability ante pure maths, coordinate, trigonometry, matrices, plane geometry, avanni algebraic and geometrical ability lo vastayi. Generally arithmetic ability section lo algebraic and geometrical ability questions will not be there. All 35 questions, whatever is the number of questions, will be based on arithmetic. But this time they have given pure maths questions in arithmetic, but it is okay. Koncham arrangement atu itu chesaru, that is not a problem. Deento emaindante pure maths weightage has gone up and weightage of arithmetic like simple equation, ratio, numbers, time and work, time and distance has come down because 16 questions from pure maths are given in the arithmetic section, but it is okay. Next వచ్చేసి algebraical and geometrical ability, statistical ability. This is pure math section, complete pure math section. This is the topic wise breakup of the pure math section. Total number of questions are 20. You can see the topic wise breakup: coordinate, trigonometry, matrices, geometry, all these are there. And statistics and probability put together, the number of questions is 10. Statistics and probability put together, the number of questions is 10, and from remaining pure maths topic the number of questions is 10. But arithmetic section lo kuda pure maths ivadam jarigindi. 16 questions are there, and that is why the weightage of pure maths is increased. Okay, so this is the analysis of the AP ICET 24 both shift, which was held on 6th of May. మ్యాథ్స్ సెక్షన్లో కొన్ని ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్స్ చూడండి. డైరెక్ట్ ఫార్ములా బేస్డ్ క్వశ్చన్స్, డైరెక్ట్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్, ఇవ్ ఆల్ దిస్ వీ హ్యావ్ డిస్కస్డ్. సో లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ డిఫికల్టీ వాజ్ ఈజీ. మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ వర్ ఆన్సరబుల్, మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ వర్ డూయబుల్. సో ఓవరాల్గా ఏపీ ఐసెట్ పేపర్ 24 షిఫ్ట్ 1 అండ్ షిఫ్ట్ 2 గురించి ఒక లైన్లో చెప్పాలంటే వెన్ కంపేర్ టు ఏపీ ఐసెట్ 23, 22, 21, this year the paper was the easiest. ఏ సెక్షన్ అయినా కానివ్వండి, రీజనింగ్ కానివ్వండి, మ్యాథ్స్ కానివ్వండి, ప్యూర్ మ్యాథ్స్ కానివ్వండి, అర్థమెటిక్ కానివ్వండి, డేటా సఫిషియన్సీ కానివ్వండి, ఇంగ్లీష్ కానివ్వండి, all the sections were easy when compared to the questions which were asked in previous year. So we hope that you will score high and you will score well in this exam. All the best.